Hey everyone, and welcome to another video of Linux for absolutely beginners. My name is Tia from DevOps Easy Learning, and today we'll be going through the password command and also the chage command in Linux, right? We know that the password command, when you create a user, by default, that user cannot log in. Why? Because we have not yet assigned the password to that user. And also, let's say you basically expire a user account and you want to know that you want to make sure that that user account is being expired. How can you check that? That is where the chage command here become very, very handy, right? You can use the chage command here to check if the user account was basically expired or not. When you say the password command, we create a new user. When we say password, the username, we can go ahead and assign a password to the new account that we created. Or if we say password, have an expire or password -e. In this case, we want to expire a user account. What does that mean? Let's say you want to force a user to reset his password, because most of the time, folks always think that admin know everybody password, right? That is not true, because you reach out to me and say, hey, I am not able to log in into the Linux server. I forgot my password. I will go ahead and type the password command as a root user, and I will reset your password and give you a temporary password. When I am done, I'll go ahead and send that temporary password through an encrypted email to you and say, hey, go ahead and check your email. That is your temporary password. As soon as I send that to you, I will go ahead and expire your account. When I expire your account, what does that mean? That means Linux is going to force you to log in to change your password the next time that you log in. And that is what we are going to see here. And how can you expire? You can use the password -e to expire. And if you want to check the status of the account, you can go ahead and use the chage command or the chage -r. And you will be able to see the status of that account if the user will be prompt to reset his password or not. Let us go ahead here and see that in action, right? And also with the user mode, you can lock the user account, but with the password also, you can also lock and unlock a user account just by using the password -l, lowercase here, and the password -lowercase u. You can lock and unlock, or if you don't want to use the password command in Linux to do so, you can use the user mod -R and also the user mod -u to unlock a user account that was locked, so that a user will not be able to log in. Now, let me do this. I will jump into a Linux server. Before you follow, please make sure that you have access to a Linux server. I will go ahead and log in into one of our Linux servers here. We'll go ahead and do some hands-on. Here, put my password here, and I will create a dummy user, and we'll use that user. Shame on me, not able to type my password. Now, getting in, I'm here, I am all set. I'm going to switch and work as a user, as a root user permanently, because I don't want to be typing sudo every single time. Now I am a root user. I'll go ahead and create a user. Let me go ahead here and say a user at, and I will say Peter, and I hope that there's no Peter on this server already. There is no user called Peter. Now, if you cat /et passwd and trying to search for a user called Peter, you guys will see that we have a user Peter created. But if you check the shadow file from now, a user Peter will not have a password assigned. That means this user cannot log in. Shadow, as you guys can see, the user Peter is here. There is no password. Let me go ahead and assign the password to the user Peter. We use the passwd command, and we want to assign the password to a user Peter. And I'm going to give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to a user Peter, and I will confirm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to a user Peter. That was updated successfully, and let us record the shadow file. As you guys can see here, we have the password hash here. That means user Peter can log in. Let us go ahead and try that. Change this Tom here to Peter, and I will hit enter. and I will give 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you guys can see, a user Peter here, it is getting into the server, right? Now, let's say tomorrow, user Peter call me and say, hey, I don't know my password no more. I forgot my password. Could you please reset my password? Of course, yes. I am a Linux system admin. I'm a root user. I have the power to do that because a user Peter on this server, it is just a regular user. That means he cannot do much. I'll say passwd again, and I will type the user Peter and hit enter. And I'm going to type a temporary password that I will send it to a user Peter. Let me type that temporary password. And when I'm done, I will go ahead. If you check here again, cut this and go ahead here and use the chage command. Chage, and I'll say -L before, and I'm targeting the user Peter. As you guys can see, password never expire. Now, before I send the temporary password to a user Peter as a sysadmin, I will go ahead here and expire the user Peter account. I will go ahead here and say I want to expire the user Peter account. You can use -- expire, or you can just use option E. As you guys can see, password expiring information change. Let us use the change command again to list. As you guys can see, everything has changed now. Password must be changed. Password must be changed when the user log in, which means when the user will go ahead and try to log in now, let us go over here, exit, and this is what the user Peter will go ahead and do, connect. He's going to put a temporary password that I sent to him through encrypted email as a user admin, and the server is going to prompt him to change his password. And you must make sure that this is a very strong password that follow the password convention, that like the naming convention of password, right? Like stuff like the uppercase, the lowercase, the special character, and also some numbers. You have to have all this combination so that it is going to work. And also, if you go ahead here, we're gonna have something here on here to say password -S. If you say password -S on this terminal here, what are we going to see here to check the status also of the account? If you tab password PASS, if you say S, and I say user Peter, as you can see here, we say P. What does that mean? The password is set, but the account is not locked, because this is something that they asked me through an interview. How can you check if the user account is locked? There's two ways that you can do that. You can use the password command, or you can just check the shadow file to see. And let us go ahead first of all and reset the user Peter account. Let me type the temporary password I will send through email, and let us go ahead here and type a very strong password, and let us go ahead here and confirm that very strong password. And if everything looks okay, it is go ahead and say password updated successfully, and the connection is closed. And we can now, Peter can now go ahead and log in with his very strong password that I don't know as an admin. As you guys can see, Peter is able to log in. The password was reset successfully. Now, let us go ahead here and kind of lock the user Peter account. If you say PASS, we have first of all cat /et PASSW, not this one, but I want a shadow instead. Shadow, and pipe this into grep, and I want to grep Peter, and hit enter. As you guys can see here, there is no exclamation point in front of the password hash, which means the account is okay. But if you say PASSW, if you say -- lock, I want to lock the account Peter, that you can also use user mod. Now, let me go ahead here and type cat, the shadow file. As you guys can see here, we have an exclamation point. And also, if you use this, as you guys can see here now, that changed from L to what? It changed from P to L, which means the account is locked. Also here, with the exclamation point, mean the account is locked. And if you're trying to log in now as a user, Peter, I will not be able to log in. Why? Because my account is locked. Let me go ahead and type my very strong password, and I will not be able to log in because the account is locked. And let us go ahead now and unlock that account using the password one. That is where we'll use the U, which stands for unlock. And if we check this, we'll have P instead of L. And if we check the shadow file, we'll see that we don't have any exclamation point in front of the password hash, which means the account is not locked. And that's it for this video, guys. If you like this video, please let us know in the comment below. And also, if you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go ahead and do so that you will be notified when we publish a new video. Thank you. Bye-bye.